9 News at 6:30 a.m. starts right now.
After a bombshell announcement by the FAA, your travel plans could be on the chopping block with thousands of flights set to be canceled just ahead of the busy holiday travel season. Plus, how DIA plans to help ease the government shutdown strain on its local staff in Denver.
Should cell phones be allowed in schools? The Douglas County School District wants your feedback on that. In just a couple of minutes, I'll tell you how you can help shape the policy for the district.
Thanks for sticking with us this morning at 6:30. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Our Erica Lopez is tracking your traffic for your commute. And Katie LaSalle is in the 9 News backyard with a peek at the forecast. Katie, how's it feeling out there?
Yeah, not too shabby. Good morning, you guys. It's relatively mild, especially compared to this time yesterday where we were sitting in the low 30s. We're in around 40 degrees currently. Winds are calm right now over downtown Denver, but we are already starting to see the winds pick up. A little bit of precipitation rolling into portions of our northern mountains. Dry right now from our Lookout Mountain camera, a little more cloud coverage out and about. And if you are traveling to and from Colorado's high country, you see the snow guns fired up there at Loveland Ski Area, but nothing falling from the sky just yet over the I-70 drive. For today, it's going to be a mix of sun and clouds out across the eastern plains. Not quite as chilly this morning in Akron. We have dropped down to the upper 20s near Lyman, but in our backyard at 42 degrees, a pretty mild morning, relatively speaking. We'll see kids off to the bus stop in the upper 40s here for the metro area. Some clouds around early. Breezy later on today. So after about lunchtime, as we take you through our wind gust forecast, that's the main impact for this afternoon, where we will see wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. So do expect some breezy conditions for today. No watches, warnings, or advisories, but cooler air is set to gradually roll in today. Highs will be in the upper 60s. Less about the rain and snow, as you can see up over portions of our northern mountains later on today. Winds will be strong, though, for this afternoon. We're tracking our next storm system, Erica. That'll bring in some colder air for the weekend. Details on that coming up in your full forecast.
Katie, thank you. Let's get you out the door this morning, 6:32. Live look from CDOT out here, 76 westbound coming into Commerce City, getting busier. Here at 96th Avenue, we're seeing just a lot more volume. Delays are happening not because of any crashes or road work, lane closures. It is just simply morning volume picking up. Travel here at I-25, 104th Avenue, making your way into the North Glen area, southbound side of the interstate picking up a bit. Let's take you over to what we're seeing on our map. Big picture, couple areas starting to slow slightly. I-70 through Aurora, southbound 225, a little bit through Commerce City. We do have one crash right now off of the interstate. Excuse me, it's in Thornton. It's at Thornton Parkway and Grand Street, so it's just off of I-25. Travel for you again into Commerce City. One of our slower spots of the morning, slowing by about 8 minutes on westbound 76. And then about a 9-minute slowdown right now for your southbound 225 drive with delays here between Iliff and Yosemite Street.
All right, Erica, thank you. It is now 6:33 and the longest government shutdown in history could have some serious impacts on your travel plans, and that starts tomorrow.
The FAA says it's going to cancel 10% of flights out of certain major airports. A list showing exactly who is impacted is supposed to come out this morning. But as the country's third busiest airport, DIA is expected to be on it.
Yeah, the agency said the cuts are necessary to maintain safety during the shutdown, which has caused air traffic controller shortages. Our aviation specialist outlined how the ongoing shutdown has already affected our airspace.
Shutdown has had a dramatic impact on, of course, air travel. Because of the reduced number of controllers, you can't saturate the airspace system with the same number of airplanes when you have a full complement of air traffic controllers. So everything has to be scaled.
Now, while we haven't heard from DIA about this directly, some airlines have already responded. Southwest says that it will notify you if your flight is impacted by the cutbacks. In most cases, the airline says that you're going to automatically be rebooked on a new flight. If you don't want that, though, you can cancel that booking for a refund. American Airlines says that it expects the vast majority of customers will not be impacted, but they will reach out to affected travelers. And United, which uses Denver as a hub, also addressed the problem. United says it will make rolling updates to its schedule, and if you are impacted, you will be notified in the app or via text. All customers traveling during this period are eligible for refunds, even if your flight is not impacted. United says that includes all non-refundable and basic economy tickets.
If a flight is part of your holiday travel plans, it is important to know your passenger rights. Under Department of Transportation rules, you are entitled to a full refund if your flight is canceled or significantly delayed. That means more than than 3 hours for domestic flights or 6 hours for international flights. If your bag doesn't arrive within 12 hours, the airline must reimburse your bag fees. And while airlines can offer meal or hotel vouchers, they are not required to do so.
Come a long way in the last couple of years for passengers to have rights. It's more important than ever to book that first flight of the day and a direct flight if you can.
Airlines have 7 business days to refund credit card payments or 20 days for other methods.
A teenager is dead and several others are hurt after a terrible crash on the eastern plains. Colorado State Patrol says that this happened just before noon yesterday on Highway 385, about a mile and a half north of Burlington. Troopers say that a Ford with 5 teenagers inside was stopped on the northbound side of the highway waiting to make a left turn. They say a 21-year-old woman driving a Jeep rear-ended the Ford, sending both cars into a field. CSP says that a 17-year-old in the backseat of the Ford was killed. The other 4 were hospitalized, one of them with critical injuries. The driver of the Jeep was taken to a hospital as well. She has since been released.
The man accused of killing a woman and injuring about a dozen others in an anti-Semitic firebombing attack in Boulder is set to go to trial in July. During a court hearing yesterday, Mohammed Solomon entered a not guilty plea for the charges he faces at the state level, and the judge set a trial date. Solomon was arrested after the attack on a group of people who were peacefully marching to raise awareness for Israeli hostages being held in Gaza. He faces an automatic life sentence without parole if convicted on the first-degree murder charge. He is also facing charges at the federal level. He pleaded not guilty to those as well, and it's currently set for trial on those charges in June. It's 6:36 right now. No cell phones in the classroom. Many school districts across the country have already implemented that, even some right here in Colorado, including Colorado Springs. Now Douglas County School District is thinking about doing the same thing. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from the Dougco admin building this morning. Courtney, parents have a chance to weigh in on this idea tonight.
Yes, that's right. Good morning, Corey. The Douglas County School District wants to hear from parents and community members on student cell phone use. There's a meeting here tonight at 6 p.m. to give that feedback. A new state law requires school districts to publish a cell phone policy by July 1st, and it's been a hot topic for teachers and parents since then. Jessica May is the 2024 Colorado Teacher of the Year. She's also a family and consumer science teacher at Turner Middle School in Berthoud. She says when cell phones were allowed, students weren't paying attention, and some didn't even know the names of their classmates. This year, her school has adopted a phones in lockers policy, and since phones have gone away in the classroom, she says it's a world of difference, that students are learning more and faster. May says phones should be seen as an addiction, and she wants parents to do their own research on screen time and developing brains.
Our kids are having significant learning challenges because of phones. And if parents really just want their student to be able to contact them in an emergency, then flip phones are the way to go.
If you aren't able to make it to the meeting tonight for Douglas County School District, there's a virtual option on November 18th, and there's also a survey that you can fill out that's also available to you. Live in Castle Rock, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you. It is 6:38 on this November 6th, and we're waking up to partly to mostly cloudy skies, dry conditions here across the Denver area and eastern plains. Right now, it's relatively calm in terms of our winds, but we will start to see the winds pick up steam. Not a lot of high country precipitation expected with our next weak storm system rolling through. Dry right now over Winter Park. A few light flurries up over our northern high country for today. Temperatures, if you're getting ready to head out the door, it is 42 degrees in downtown Denver. Still want the sweatshirt, the jacket, the layers for today. Mild once again for this afternoon. But the difference from yesterday, a mix of sun and clouds and strong wind gusts. Wind gusts upwards of 35 miles per hour possible. So just hold on to your hats. It's going to be blustery through midday. And then later on tonight, calmer conditions. And it'll be, again, a mild end to the week tomorrow.
All right, Katie, thank you.